here in Mindoro in the Philippines to attempt on the world's deep air diving record. I'm currently joint holders of the British deep air diving record with a guy called John Bennett. I'm fortunate enough to have as my safety diver on this attempt. I've been training for the last 5 months seriously on this attempt, training over in the States and in the UK. I've been doing dives to plus 100 metres for warm-up dives, and I'm out here now to give it a shot. The training principles that I've been going through are mainly physical and mental training. I've been in the gym 6 days a week for the last 5 months, and then for the last 2 months I've been drinking nothing but water, no caffeine, certainly no beer or anything, trying to purify myself for this attempt to go out here. I've been trained by a guy called Hal Watts, who is the foremost leading expert on deep air diving. Comes from Ocala in Florida. I spent quite some time out in the States in the last 5 months training with him. He's taught me a lot about narcosis and anti-toxicity, and I've been putting these into my dive plans and hope that we can come up with a result on this. What I'd like to do now is show you some of the kit that we'll be using and why I'm using it and how it all goes together. Okay, the reason that I picked the Philippines to be doing this attempt is twofold. A, we've got the depth very close into shore here, whereas in the UK we could never get the type of depth that I'm looking for. And B, that I'm doing it in Captain Greg's, and they're renowned for their safety and expertise in the field of record attempts. The current holder of the world record is a guy called Dan Mannion. He holds the record, it's 147 metres. He set that in 1994, and the depth that I'm going for is 155 metres, so I intend to beat it by quite a way. Before me here I've got the kit laid out that I'll be using for the attempt. The tanks that I'm using are twin 10 litre 300 bars, manifolded with an isolator. Pin fittings. The wing and back plate that we're going to be using is a British built system by a company called Custom Divers. Not very helpful, by the way, Custom Divers, in their setup procedure. This is the back plate, plain stainless steel plate. Harness on here. It's not the Hargothian harness system that a lot of big divers tend to use. It's a bog standard system that is bought off the shelf, which I prefer. It's got a pinch clip, nothing fancy, plenty of D-rings on it, single plate system. Okay, the wing itself here has got a dual bladder wing, 2 100-pound lift bladders inside here. My primary inflator has an air tube on here, and a lot of people don't like air tubes because they think they're breathing off at depth, they're useless. Well, I tend to agree with that. The reason that we use them on deep dives is the air delivery that they can give. This will inflate this wing 3 to 4 times faster than a standard inflate. Although I do retain a standard inflator on the back just in case, which is hosed up in case there is a problem. It's not just tucked out of the way. Okay, what we do, the wing will go onto the cylinders through the bands. I like to set them at the highest point so they sit nice and low on my back. Just sit straight through, like so. Plate itself goes on over the top of the wing. Again set to the highest setting. Just sits neatly in on there. What we need to do now is make sure that none of that comes off. Find the bolts. Oh, so there. A bit on top of the camp. Okay, the plate, as you can see, just sits straight over the top of the bolts. 2 washers on there. And then to put the bolts straight on here rather than wing nuts, thinking that the wing nuts will stick into their back, but they actually don't. If you do the setup properly, the plate's designed to angle out from the back, and your back actually sits on the wider part of the plate, so I never find this uncomfortable, even in a semi-dry suit. Okay, we've done all that up now. We can stand the whole rig back up. It's as easy as that to put that all together there. Okay, these harnesses actually cross behind your back, so I will wear it like that. Down on here, I've got what are called billy rings, which we use for putting stage cylinders on. I tend to use them for clipping on reels and such, not for putting my stages on there. I chest mount all my stages. Once I've got that far, I can now start putting my regs together. The regulators that I'm using for this dive are Poseidon. I prefer the Poseidon regulators because of the depth that I'm doing. They deliver vast amounts of air. Again, not all divers will agree with me on that, saying they deliver too much air. As far as I'm concerned, at depth, that's what I want. I want the air, and I can handle the amount they give me. It's a very smooth breathe, and personally don't think you can get better for deep diving.